All right, guys, wheel life cycling, and we're going to talk about this selleItalia new seat that I just received. So this new seat, okay, is a Novus Superflow Endurance L. It's an L3, so it's 149 mm's wide, right? From there to there. And so, if you guys have been following along, earlier, about 2 months ago, I bought through the selleItalia website. I bought the Novus Boost, or they call it the Max Novus Boost Evo. And I paid, because it was on sale, and it was 160 millimeter. I paid $125.90 for that seat, okay? And this is the Eddie Merckx bike. It's an old bike, 2002, I guess. But, man, I put a lot of miles on this thing since I got it. And it is still operating very functional. Oh, these synchros bars are just, they're just spectacular. Those are the best bars I've ever owned, to be honest with you. Man, they are really nice. But back to this seat. So I had a lot of issues. Now, selleItalia is, of course, an Italian company, but they have a subsidiary in California, right? Vista, California, I guess they call it. And so they sell. They're like a marketing company, and they sell North Face and Ridley and some other. It's 11 something bikes, 11 bikes or something they call it. And so I sent them an email telling them that the first saddle was way too wide for me, and I just put it on the bike, and the emails were like the emails were terrible, guys. I mean, it was really, really terrible emails from the company. And so, anyways, I guess I'm going to talk to you like this. And so I sent an email, and he kind of gave me a hard time. The guy at Lucidity was the name of the company, and it was just weird. And it was really, really short on emails. No conversation technique at all. Just we can't do that. We can't do this. What? Is there another saddle? So then he made an excuse the following day. Oh, I see your email. You sent it a couple of weeks ago, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, he goes, is there something that you would like to change it for? And you guys heard the other video. It was like back and forth for like a week. Anyway, he sent this new one back. So, if you go on the selleItalia webpage, guys, there's a lot of like saddles. You can get really confused, extremely confused. Now, this is a titanium rail. So you have manganese and you have titanium. You have ladies saddle, you have men's saddle. You have the boost and you have the superflow, right? So the other one has a rounded round nose, okay? So I took this out for a 22 miler today. It was really cold. It was like 30 degrees, but it was like 28, 29 degrees with the wind blowing off the snow. So I didn't get too far on it, but I got to tell you guys, interesting saddle. So this Novus Superflow Endurance L is 149 millimeters wide, right across the back, and it actually fits pretty good. And the other saddle that I had on earlier, guys, if you recall, is the Space Pro Logo. And I really like this saddle, to be honest with you, but it's some interesting things. So the difference in length is probably, well, you can see here, it's at least an inch and a quarter, okay? The Pro Logo seat, and I read this before, is that it's not really easy, or this seat does not slip a lot as far as moving on the seat back and forth. It doesn't slide very well on your shorts. So this is a really good saddle. Okay, here's my summation. This is a really good saddle for like hill climbing and or 40 milers, right? Like quick racing and racing. I really, really like the saddle for that kind of activity. And what I've done is I made this little cardboard cutout. And so what I do is the other saddle sat like this, okay? I come up to the seat tube right here and it touches. And so, I had some kind of idea of where. So if I want to switch this saddle from this saddle back to my race saddle, I got this all set up. So I'm going to make another cardboard cutout for this saddle, okay? So I can just put this back in and set my saddle accordingly. No measurements, boom, 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 it's done, right? And so you guys have to understand that if you run an imaginary line or a level, let's say, from the back of this, top of this, to the top of this, and extends out forward, you want to be about an inch above your stem or a handlebar, right? About an inch thereabouts. And this is the rule of thumb that I've used, for decades already, racing bicycles. I learned all this stuff on my team years and years ago. This saddle I really like. Okay, so I found out this. You can slide back and forth on this really nicely, right? And when I noticed that on this bike, the way this geometry is set up right here. Let's see, can I zoom out or zoom in or whatever? Let's see. Oh, I can. Nope. I'm learning how to use this, guys, so let's see, can I go this way or that way? Nope. Anyways, guys, because of this geometry, my saddle just, there's not too much movement in the seat post, right? Eddie Merckx came out with this carbon seat post, and there's not a lot of movement on this, and this is the angle that I can't go too much further down, and I wouldn't want to, right? So on the bicycle today, it was kind of nice because I noticed that I sat back here and it really was comfortable, and it puts you in a really neat position, like further down on the bar, you can, like on the drops, right, on the hoods, you can go lower more easily. Quite interesting, actually, than, let's say, the Pro Logo. And I noticed I could move up a little bit if I wanted to get like some more force, if you will, to the pedal. If I sat up a little bit more, and it didn't bother me, and I could move, and it was kind of nice. And quite honestly, guys, I really like this saddle. I really do. And it's not often. I mean, you guys, I've been talking about saddles for a while, and I really like it. It's comfortable. It has a lot of cushion. Let's see if you can see the deflection. Yeah, it's really comfortable, very comfortable. Not so much here, of course, but right where you need it, and on the pressure points. And all the way down here, you can see it's very, very comfortable. A lot of cushy, not bad. And the nice thing is, the pressure point in the middle, and I really liked it. I felt very, very comfortable on the saddle. So, for me, the width is perfect. You know, I could go a little thinner maybe, but you know, 149 millimeter is actually good for me. So, you know, as far as, you know, testing saddles, guys, we talked about that. It's not really a thing that you can really do. Other, like I said, if you go to Amazon, okay, you know, maybe eBay, maybe not, but I like Amazon because Amazon will take stuff. I went through 3 or 4 saddles already, and Amazon just took them right back, no questions asked, money refunded, right? But selleItalia, because you're dealing directly with them through Lucidity in California, it's not that easy. And normally they don't refund your money for sure, okay? So this is an endurance saddle, and we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. And this tire is holding out really, really good for $9. I can't get over this tire actually for $9. I got a hell of a deal through REI. It was a great deal. And I'm putting a lot of miles on this tire. Surface. I mean, it's a training tire, right? That's what this is, just a training tire. And I've had only one flat since I probably put on already maybe 15 to 2,000 already, maybe 1,500, yeah, 1,500 miles we'll say, on this tire. And the only reason I got a flat is because one of the cable from a tire, little tiny, and those cables are hardened, and it went right through this tire like nothing. And it's stuck in there. And of course I made it home, but I pulled it out and I had to patch the tube. And these are not tubeless. These are tube tires, as you can see here. Because I like to do a lot of training miles, I don't want to, you know, do tubeless tires, and I don't want to put in the slime or anything in it like that. So this is good enough for me. And I'll let you know, I'm going to do an update on this surface tire here eventually, maybe in the next coming month or so. But, you know, it's cold up here in northern Nevada, snowing, and so it's hard to get out. And I don't own a trainer because it forces me to get out no matter what. And if you're a tough guy, even if it's 30 degrees, you should be out there cycling. But anyways, about the this saddle by selleItalia, it's, of course, one more time I'll say it's a Novus Superflow Endurance L3, which is a titanium tube rails. And I paid, it's normally $219, and I paid $125 for the other one. So you know what? I guess the people at Lucidity gave me a break on the price because of, you know, wasn't happy with the first one, and so, you know, I guess I can't squawk too much about that because they did give me a break on the price for a few bucks. So anyways, that's Real Life Cycling here. I'm going to get back to you. I bought some glasses. I'm going to do a video later today or tomorrow. Some Rock Brothers chromatic glasses, relatively cheap, and they are nice. And I have, you know, Oakley Jawbreakers that I talked about a year ago. But these glasses, for the price, I think they were $39. I'll give you the price when I talk about them here in a day or so. And I really, really like the glasses for the price. You can't beat it, actually. So we'll talk to you all soon. So take care. God bless. Real Life Cycling.